Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tulane Green Wave. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tulane's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass. It's Carroll. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Falcons' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't get...
Off he goes! Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Falcons!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Looking to throw it again. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Hold it. Receive team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. To the air, it's Terrell. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And another set of...
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Then the short completion brings up second down. Leaves it with the running back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Quick completion on the out. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, BG.
They had a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the single back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here's the handoff. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the 10. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
And more yards after contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Lining up from the 34 on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw. It's Terrell. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving out of the pocket. Keeps the play going. He'll pull it down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is looking to
pick off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else in the play.
Tulane right back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Terrell. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ball game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first.
Oh, it's out! Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Sends it downfield. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush.
Oh, look out! Smashes through. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. Tulane right back to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into direction.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get to it. Still on his feet. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Smith wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. It's a draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic players.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. North Carolina has been able to call in shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
They're up 14 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Terrell. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. 1st down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Terrell. He finds his man. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So with best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Took you so long.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.